stadium in all of college football. The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Rigby. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Joseph. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throwing Joseph. Working that left side now. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The run inside. It's Dupree. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Joseph bringing the heat. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Pocket breaking down. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Right back to it. Might have a chance. Pass the tech. Touchdown, Cardinals! Once he got some room, it was over. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rigby. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Joseph on the play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. Right on the money. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Now, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Cardinals in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Hand off, Isaac Brown.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Motion from the back. Throwing Joseph. Caught over the middle. It's Kearney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Running inside. It's Dupree. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. There's a crease. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Joseph. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dupree. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be...
Maybe some room here. Touchdown Cardinals. And that one will put them up here in the second half. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Rigby. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Joseph. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball, they take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Throwing Joseph. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play.
Yeah, you could definitely catch a break there with that ball bouncing out of bounds. 3rd down, trying to make a play, trying to get the 1st down, but Palmer, ball security is job security.
Especially against this defense, David, because we know they take pride in creating turnovers, and they practice this throughout the week. They're running the football, getting hats on it. You see guys constantly swatting away. This offense very lucky that was not a turnover.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
One more time, it's Brown.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The official